Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of Stalker. We've just started day 3, we've just got our god. Now we are seeing if we can't start actually killing stuff with a bit more ease than in the first episode. I was about to say, I hope there's not an orc priest, because having fast regen doesn't help you much if you can just get 2-shot. Let's see. Orc priest. Smite can do up to 17 damage. So we can get 2-shot here. He hasn't seen us yet, which is good. If he does see us, we can teleport maybe. But let's just see if we can't get to the stair. Okay. Alright, we got there. No, we don't want to fight him. And again, if you watched my last video, as I was saying, when you play a Hillock and you want to follow Bio, there are none anywhere. And in fact, I didn't find an Orc Priest to convert until D7. When you're playing anything else, and especially if you're a low HP race, you will see them everywhere. It's not fair. I mean, it's just random, I guess. I doubt that it's actually coded in to be that cruel, but it seems to happen a lot. Confirmation bias, am I right? It's a lot easier now. We have 2 might, nothing to read, a few other unknowns. Jessica. She's unique, she's yellow. As long as I can get her to me, I can start anti-magic biting her, which will stop her spells. There's a rock on the door. Okay. Okay, we bit her. Alright, so she... Yeah. Once you start anti-magicking a spellcaster as a Vine Stalker, they're much less dangerous to you. A Hornet Zombie? D3? That seems really early. We've got how many? We've got 49 arrows now. So we can kind of start doing this a bit. Okay. Go snakes. Where's that Hornet Zombie? Go snakes. I think my snakes are losing. It really hurts. Yeah, okay. Alright. So the D3 Hornet Zombie can just kill everything, looks like. And it's fast too. Let's just go to the other stair. So I guess the struggle isn't quite over yet. There's the priest. Let's go to the might. And let's not get 2-shot. Yes. Not this time game. Of course, there's no point trying to flood the Orc Priest with snakes because he can just smite us through them. He doesn't really care. Immolation. We have a Potion of Magic. Okay, Potions of Magic for Vine Stalkers are effectively potions of heal wounds because you split your HP between, you split your health between your HP and your magic. There's the zombie again. you'll notice that it's still hurt, and that's because zombies can't regenerate HP. You can summon some more snakes. Try to spam it. Good. We've got poison magic to 2, so we'll go in for our level up. I'm going to turn poison off. We're now 12% on spider form. Turn transmutations back on, and now that we're kind of killing stuff, I'm going to turn on fighting because we'd like to have more HP. Even we've got 29 now, that's still really low. Well, it's going to be really low all game because we have minus 30%. Whereas when we were a Minotaur, I think we had, and a Hillock, both of those, we had plus 20%. So we'll end up with much less HP on a Vine Stalker than either Minotaur or Hillock. And we got our first piety of McLeod, so we can start healing when we kill stuff now. Okay, we failed our 6% sticks to snakes. I think there's something about adders that the devs have ninja patched in without telling us, where they lower your spell percentage chance. That's the 4th time this game, I think. An ogre, we don't want to fight him yet. We could fight him, we have spider form. Actually, maybe no, but we can fight him later into D4. If we get unlucky, he can one-shot us. Because he can do almost up to 40 damage in one go. So we'll see if we can't get, there is again, some sort of other tool. We can, while he's far away, we can try this strategy. Yeah, this is working. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna read this scroll. We got 2. Scroll of Fear and Scroll of Noise. We'll wait, see if anything comes. Doesn't look like it. Another adder, let's see. Hey, we actually got our spell this time. Ooh, that hurt. I'm gonna work it out. Just summon some snakes. And another curing. So even though it's hard for us to die to poison now that we have our regen, it's still nice to have curing. And see, there's a D4 dungeon. So if you had held your scrolls and you had come down to D4 and then you had read your magic mapping, you would have found it. Let's just have a look. Why not? Cool. Altars. A spiky ringmail. I'd like to ID that. Ringmail is still a relatively light armor. If that's like a plus 10 ringmail of a whole bunch of crazy stuff, it'd be good to have. But I don't want to put it on because as an artifact it could have some bad properties. You have 30 HP, we can still get 2 shot. Kinda don't want to be around the Orc Priest. Looks like we've done most of the level except for this tiny bit in the corner. So I'm just gonna go down. Just pretend that Orc Priest never existed. We just failed. Sticks to snakes, words are hard again. Maybe something about poison enemies that's doing that. Polymorph. We got Remove Curse. This is a Ring of Ice, which makes us vulnerable to fire, so we don't want to wear that unless we find, say, an Ice Beast or something. Gloves. 5 AC. Every bit counts. Let's eat these fruit. And some curare needles. So if we find, we haven't seen one yet, I don't think, no. If we find a blowgun, having the curare needles is very good because they really kill living things that need to breathe. Apparently this jelly is just, there we go, super jelly. More adders. There's been so many poison things. 34 HP. We're moving up in the world. We can almost survive 2 max damage or priest smites. Edmund, he's red. He's someone we don't want to fight. Definitely don't want to fight. And he's kind of catching us. We're just going to get up here and we're going to exclude that stair. If we were further away, we could try to spam him with snakes and see how that goes, but in that case he was way too close. We don't have any good tools to deal with Edmund. I guess we could try to polymorph him, but he's red, so he could be polymorphed into some other dangerous sort of enemy. It wouldn't necessarily go well. Scorpion. That's much more stronger poison. Still got 28 arrows. We'll just keep spamming snakes on things. It didn't poison it though. Scorpions are vulnerable to poison, so if my adder ever poisons it, like it just did there, the scorpion will die pretty handily. It's just poison, dungeon crawl poison soup. This is fog. There's another ID, so let's find out what this ring mail is. +2 with MR. It's not the worst. We can see what this does. If we just say that we're not going to be using Blade Hands or Ice Form for quite a while, these are the only spells we need to worry about. We're 5 AC, 21 EV. This gives us 911, and our spells are still pretty good. We've got 7% on sticks to snakes, 17% on spider form. So yeah, I think that's alright. We can win this for now. We say that as we then immediately miscast. Of course, if we were relying heavily on spider form to kill everything, our chainmail, or our armor rather, wouldn't matter so much because you lose your armor when you turn into a spider. As a wizard. That's why having extra MR is good. Because we're less likely to get confused. We don't want to be trapped as we then fail to 7% casts in a row. Okay. And another 7%, 6% now. There's Edmund, he's close to us again. We're in a hallway. I think he's just gonna kill my snakes with relative ease. He's not. Power of adders. Alright, snakes, get him. Get him. He keeps getting constricted by the bell pythons. And then the adders getting him. Okay, that was good. He had a flail of protection too, which makes him even tankier. Okay, the D5 Orc Warrior. We don't want any of that. You can try the same. Oh, you can see how much he hurts. We can try the same sort of thing. How many arrows? We're running out of arrows though. We've got 15. He's a bit. Yeah, he's a bit scarier than Edmund because he has a pole arm. So, okay, it's already excluded out. That's the priest. Well, we can't get 2-shot anymore, which is nice. Let's finish cleaning this floor then. There's nothing else. And that's this floor. We're not in a massive hurry. We're not in a massive hurry to fight that orc warrior, so we can just go down. We have 2 piety, so we have another spell called Minor Destruction. Costs you 1 HP. No piety, just 1 HP. Its damage increases with invocations, and it deals some sort of weak, destructive spell. So that's good to have. Should we start doing invo now? Yeah, I'm going to turn invocations on, because fairly soon, when we get the ability to summon lesser demons, we'd like to be able to use that. 17 arrows, nice. And some rings. Let's find out what these are. Ring of Stealth, not bad. Poison resistance. I'm going to walk around with the stealth on, and then if I really need the poison resistance, then I'll chuck it on. Okay. Don't want... He is really scary. Manicure. He has a Torment. He can haste, and he hits quite hard in melee. If I can hit him with my anti-magic though, Bite, it will make him a lot less dangerous. So what I can do is I can see if I can make some snakes. We've got 2. We can Might, and we can Agility. And then hope that he doesn't just immediately... Well, I can call him over with TL. Hope he doesn't just torment us. He's hasted. Okay, got him. Once you start, and level 8, so our Bite becomes more damaging. Once you start anti-magicking things, then they're much less scary. If they're a spellcaster, that is. This is random uselessness. Okay. I'm not worried about poison just from a single adder. Although I am worried about ice damage, so I put my ring of ice on for this ice beast. Good. Go back to stealth. And that is amnesia. None of these spells we want to forget, they're all pretty useful. Okay. There's the stuff. I'll pick it up. No, we have removed curse. Let's test it out. Stuff of poison. Okay, I can make that my B slot. It's not really that useful. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna drop it. Stuffs that we would like. Stuff of Wizardry is a good one to have. Because, for instance, especially... It's a particularly loud plane. For some transmutation spells, such as Spider Form or later Blade Hands, or even later ones, such as Statue Form, when you change, you lose your weapon anyway. So you can be carrying a Staff of Wizardry to help you get your transmutation spell on, and that will get melded into you. So you don't need to worry about it. Let's make a snake and another one, and let's go Spider Form. She's the perfect sort of enemy to hit with poison. Good. And now we get the angry Dowan, who once you kill one, the other one gets angry. I prefer to kill Duvessa first because I think her Berserk if you kill Darwin first, the Vesa goes berserk when she sees you. I think that's more on average dangerous. Darwin, when he hastes and his spells become stronger, if you get unlucky, he can just hit you really hard. But on average, he doesn't do so much. And we can anti-magic him. Okay, there we go. So we got a few more levels out of things here. We got unarmed to 8. We got transmutations to 5. A player ghost. Let's XP it. It's an orc fighter. It can do up to 18 damage, which isn't that much, but he has 71 HP, which is a lot. Kind of rather just stay away from him. If you fight a melee ghost on a stair, you're not going to die to it unless you stay too long, but it's still rather not fight him. Let's take him back to an upstair. You can give it a go. And I'd probably go spider form. The poison doesn't work on ghosts, but we're more evasive. Yeah, he hurts. He can do 18 on max, so we can take one more hit. No, we can't, because he could two-shot us. So we're leaving. Okay, that's our level done. You don't have to fight things, especially true player ghosts, because they can't leave levels. So we don't need to seek him out and kill him, which is a skill you should learn. It's fine to just leave things. Again, I'm going to go spider form against the centaur. Fighting to 4. How can we get to those guys? I can't really. Although, I don't know if this still works, but you used to... No, you can't. If you were a spider in spider form, you used to be able to cling to walls, so you would be able to cling to that wall and walk over the water. But I think they've removed that. So, alright, well those guys can just chill there. Oh, wait, I can make snakes. They'll do it. Yes, they can go through deep water. Go snake. Yes. Joseph, D7. Scary. Does a lot of damage. We have 55 arrows, so we have infinite arrows. We can try this strategy. I'm gonna yell to try to get him to come. There he is. Alright, snakes go. And then he's just... The problem is we're in a hallway, so having lots of snakes doesn't... yeah. Having lots of snakes is not really much better than having one. Round 2. Never mind. Round 3. Ow. So that missed the snake and hit me. They're kind of getting him, but not really. I can rest up, and because I heal faster, although I just miscast spider form twice, so never mind. I was going to say, he's probably not healed yet, even though I am. So I could go spider form and go back down. But we miscast twice. Let's not get nulled. Okay. For the ants, I don't want to be in spider form, but if the warrior comes, I do. And here I am. struggling, okay, with my settings files that require me to hit enter every time something invis hits me. Let's go spider form. And yeah, I was gonna say if he hits me one more time, I'll start walking away. And we'll hope that our poison just kind of does the job. Yeah. We'll go int. For just one null, I can just fight him like this. For a pack, I'd go into spider form. Okay, don't want to fight polearmed nulls like that. I can't easily bring one up either. Sky based. Good to go invis. Sorry, he will go invis, so it's good to use poison because the poison will kill him once we're running away if he's invis. Hippogriff, same thing. We're kind of starting to rely more on our spider form. I'm going to set another macro for this. So it's the tilde button macro, and I'm going to put it on my 1 key, and it's going to be ZX. So that means I can hit 1 to spider form. Now that we're using it a whole bunch through the mid game here. Control A, my auto pickup was off. Pulse. Same sort of thing as with any ranged enemy. Try to get out of vision of orc wizards. There's no point fighting something here and then they're standing over here hastening themselves and potentially shooting things at you. Oh wow, a D7 hill giant. Okay, that's early. I wonder if that could one-shot us. Hill giants. They can do 30 damage plus a giant club. Yeah, I think they could almost... I'm pretty sure that could one-shot us. And if not, it could come very close. We don't need to fight it, but we can sort of... okay, there's a centaur down there. I see arrows appearing. So, let's get away. It's poisoned. Oh, we got a strong snake. That might... The water moccasin might hurt him. I think it's killing him. Might die to the poison. I think, did we get him? No, not quite. Yes, we did. Sweet, killed a D7 hill giant. Alright, that's very early to be fighting an enemy that can one-shot you pretty much. Put our Ring of Ice on for the ice-based. And our invocations is to 4, which I think might be enough for now. I can't remember what exactly you need for Minor Servant, but we can have a look once we get to 3 Piety. Ring of Stealth goes back on. And ogres are not threatening now, as in we just killed a hill giant. Why do we care about an ogre, right? Famous last words? No. A throwing net. Cool. Throwing nets are really strong. Gives us just another tool to potentially deal with, say, Joseph or someone who I know is running around. There he is. Okay, I'm gonna take the ice beast up. And I'm starting on half HP, which I don't want. So I'm sort of just going to walk the ice beast around a bit. And because you see I'm already almost back up to full HP, because I have fast regen, I'm back at full HP. Now I can fight him. It means that you can kite enemies if you're hurt, as long as they're not ranged, like Joseph is. Let's be a spider first. Okay, so he walks up to the stairs. And he's hurting a lot. A lot. Okay. We can probably shaft him. No, he didn't get shafted. Same sort of thing. We're just gonna walk him around and heal. Okay, he got shafted that time. So he's back down here somewhere. This crazy youth who we can fight him now. We're on D7. We have spider form. His dangerous thing is that he has a chaos weapon. There's a Gmail notification which I thought I turned off, but apparently didn't. He has a chaos weapon, so especially if you fight him in the early game when you have even less HP, he can just one-shot you because he can roll electricity, or he could potentially banish you to the abyss if he rolls distortion. So we can kind of fight him now, except he's proving difficult to fight. There we go. But he always has a cloak, so if you can fight him and you don't have a cloak, it's not a bad fight. We're just going to leave Joseph again, where it's a bad step. We're not taking dangerous fights, so we don't need to. Maurice. Could give him a polymorph attempt. Can't go again, or he'll catch us. An quarry with a polearm. Let's go spider form. We'll step around the corner so he has to come to us. Okay, should die to the poison. Do we feel more experience? No. Maybe that wasn't enough. There's Joseph again. That's... oh man, he hurts. Oh man, he really hurts. Okay, we're just gonna run him around a bit while we heal. A random energy dust. If I manage to create a gap, which I just did, although I lost it again, I'll just go downstairs and leave him here. Full HP again. We can try. Like, we can sort of start taking shots at him, and then as he hits us like this, then we're gonna out heal him. I think he might have run out of sling bullets. He's certainly not shooting his sling at us anymore. Alright, we got him. Dangerous. It was hard. Last there we haven't seen yet. Whites. Immune to poison, but I don't want to get hit by their draining attacks, so I'll use my spider form to be more evasive. Same thing here. I think I'll take these guys up though, rather than fight Maurice, who's coming again. and I'll exclude that stair. Okay, I think Maurice was at this one. We've got our Orc Warrior again. Okay. And even though this is much easier going, hey, we've got Lesser Servant, 2% hostile. Okay, so 4 invocations seems fine. Even though this is much easier going than our first couple of floors, you can see if you've been watching my games that how much harder the game is when you're not just playing a Minotaur Berserker. So if you followed my guide and you won a Minotaur Berserker, which is awesome, congrats. If you're now thinking, well, the game is actually really easy, you would be mistaken, because Swamp Drake, okay, that's better. Although we're gonna poison resistance against it. Because, and this isn't even the worst combo, you can get harder than this if you really want to. Electric eels are really dangerous, so they're a very good target for polymorph ones. Because the game doesn't consider them to be a hard monster. Oh, there's cure mutes. We got 2 cure mutes. We can play roulette, can we? Not yet. Ooh, yaks. Good candidates again for spider form. Basically anything through this mid game that hits fairly hard in melee is a good candidate for spider form, because it's hard for them to hit you, and then if you can just land a few attacks on them, you can run away and they'll probably get poisoned to death. You're starving. You're starving. Yeah, fruit. Maurice again. Can we polymorph him? He's zapping a wand. What is he zapping? We don't know. Enslavement. Okay, so if that enslavement hits, it'll confuse us. A polymorph's out. Let's summon a Lesser Servant. And if we XP our Lesser Servant, that one can't see invis. Planes. There are some Lesser Servants that can see invis, but that's not one of them. Let's get another one. I think this guy can. No, you can't either. But if we now summon some snakes, we might be able to just sort of overwhelm him. Yep. Okay. Maclev, good god. We got his wand of enslavement now too. He didn't have a magic cloak though. Just a regular one. Hungry Ghost. We don't really care about. We're now starving, so we need to eat. There you go. Ooh, the gargoyle's red. We'll XP him. His stone arrow can do a lot of damage. He can hit for up to 20 plus his flail in melee. He has high AC, so he's hard to hurt. And then he can shoot us with a stone arrow, which quite hurts. Do we not pick up the enslavement wand? We didn't actually. We need to go back and get that. We could try to see if we can. Okay, so we had a 1% chance to get a hostile servant, and we did. Now we're going to teleport, because we've got the red gargoyle and we have hostile demon. Really getting quite unlucky this game, some of our rolls. I'm waiting a bit so that my demon will disappear. Some books. What do we have? If you go, when you're in a shop, if you do exclamation mark, you can examine it rather than buy it. So we can see what are in these books. That one's not that good. Spatial translations is good because we can learn blink and passage, which are both good. That's not that exciting. Tempest is not that exciting. Potentially we could go in poison magic, probably not. Book of the Warp gives us higher level translocation spells, so we could go into translocations, we could get blink and then potentially better blinks later. And then that's not that exciting. Book of Alchemy, also not that exciting. Probably, if anything, we could put them on our quick buy so we know that we're there. We go into poison, not really that exciting. The Book of Spatial Translocations is good, but we can't afford it yet. And then potentially the Book of the Warp. So we could, if you look at the skills for Vine Stalkers, all their magic is just flat. So any spell books you've come across that you want to go into, you can. And actually, I'm going to turn spellcasting on. It'll help us a bit with our casting our spells, but also the other thing is, as you level up spellcasting, it gives you more mana, which is good for us because our mana gets shared with our health. And I just realized that this video is getting kind of long, so maybe we'll Prince Rivet, finish the floor, and then end it there. We can poison him. Poison's really good against Prince Rivet because he blinks, so all the time he's blinked away from you, he's dying to poison. Let's have round 2 maybe. Okay, we got a better demon, and we got some higher level snakes. By better demon I meant we got a friendly one. It was the same actual demon. Centaur. He's not seeing me. This is our stealth ring in action. That arrow really hurt. Ow. Electric eel. Oh right, we want enslavement. Can we just snake him to death? No, we can't. Enslavement. There it is. Okay, we got that. ID scroll. Let's do the enslavement. It's good to know. The enslavement's really strong through this part of the game because most things don't have any magic resistance. Okay. Now there's poison, we're just gonna walk away. Yeah, got him. And that's our floor done. Okay, let's stop it there.